Kevin Maseri, one of the two victims of the Kitengela shooting incident, has died after succumbing to his injuries. Maseri passed away on Thursday morning after being transferred from Kajiado Referral Hospital to Metropolitan Hospital in Nairobi when his condition deteriorated. The incident, which occurred at the popular C&M Lounge and accommodation in Kitengela a few days ago. Eyewitnesses claim that an altercation ensued directly between the officer and the victims. "He didn't shoot in the air, he shot at them," one witness told the press. The officer, in his recorded statement, claims he was a peacemaker. He asserts that he intervened to stop a fight and was forced to discharge his firearm in the air to disperse a hostile crowd. He further alleges that other officers present also fired shots, painting a picture of a chaotic riot. The ballistic evidence, bullet wounds to the abdomen, contradicted the warning shot theory. The incident, Joseph Mosunu and Kevin Maseri fighting for their lives in the intensive care unit at Kajiado County Referral Hospital. What began as a night of revelry ended in bloodshed, sparking outrage among residents who are increasingly wary of cowboy officers. Following Kevin's death, his family has appealed to Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja and Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen to intervene and ensure swift investigations, including the arrest of police officers allegedly involved in the shooting. Police have since confirmed that they are in possession of 3 firearms believed to have been used during the Sunday morning incident. Kajiado Police Commander Alex Shikondi stated that 3 persons of interest in the case voluntarily surrendered their weapons to investigators. Of the 3 firearms, 2 belong to police officers, while the third is a pistol owned by a licensed civilian firearm holder. The body of the late Kevin Maseri was received at the Kitengela Sub-County Hospital Funeral Home at around 1 p.m., where family members and friends gathered in shock to receive the devastating news of his death. Maseri had initially been admitted at Kajiado Referral Hospital before his transfer to Metropolitan Hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Family members confirmed that Maseri sustained 2 gunshot wounds and was shot from behind. 1 bullet entered through his back and exited through his stomach, causing severe internal injuries. According to the family, the bullet ruptured 1 kidney, the pancreas, and the small intestines. The second bullet struck his scalp. Maseri and his cousin, Joseph Mosunu, were reportedly shot following an altercation with police officers, including a senior officer from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, at an entertainment joint in Kitengela town. Mosunu, who was shot in the abdomen during the incident, is currently in stable condition and continues to receive treatment at Kajiado Referral Hospital. Investigators have taken the recovered firearms, including 3 rifles and several cartridges, to a forensic laboratory for ballistic examination. Police say the results of the forensic analysis, together with the post-mortem report, will help determine responsibility for the shooting. Kajiado Police Commander Alex Shikondi assured members of the public that there has been no interference in the investigations. He further revealed that the probe is being conducted both by local detectives and independently by the Internal Affairs Unit, IAU. Shikondi stated that those found responsible for the shooting are expected to be arraigned in court in the course of next week. So far, 6 suspects and 4 witnesses have recorded statements with the police as investigations continue. As the family awaits the post-mortem examination scheduled for Friday, lingering questions remain regarding who exactly shot Kevin Maseri, why no suspect has yet been placed in custody, and the overall progress of the investigations. What happened in Kitengela is more than a news headline. It is a painful lesson about power, responsibility, and the fragile line between authority and accountability. Kevin Maseri walked into C&M Lounge in Kitengela expecting nothing more than an ordinary night out, a moment to laugh, unwind, and enjoy life. Like many young people, he likely believed the night would end with memories, not tragedy. But within moments, what began as a social gathering spiraled into violence, leaving Kevin fatally wounded and his cousin, Joseph Mosunu, fighting for his life. By Thursday morning, Kevin had succumbed to his injuries, and a family, a community, and a nation were left searching for answers. At the heart of this story lies a troubling contradiction. Witnesses insist the officer involved did not fire warning shots into the air, but instead aimed directly at the victims. The officer, however, claims he was acting as a peacemaker, responding to chaos and discharging his firearm to restore order. These two versions of events cannot both be true, and in that gap between testimony and evidence lies the reason this case has struck such a deep nerve among the public. Ballistic findings and medical reports suggest Kevin was shot from behind, with bullets causing catastrophic internal injuries. These facts raise uncomfortable questions about the use of force and the rules meant to govern it. A firearm is not just a tool, it is a final measure, meant to be used only when life is in immediate danger. When bullets are fired in public spaces, they do not just wound bodies, they shatter trust. The outrage that followed Kevin's death reflects a growing frustration among citizens who feel increasingly vulnerable, not protected, by those sworn to uphold the law. Police officers carry enormous authority, and with that authority comes an even greater responsibility for restraint, judgment, and respect for human life. When that responsibility appears to fail, the damage extends far beyond the immediate victims. Kevin's family has done what grieving families often must do in such moments: turn their pain into a demand for justice. Their appeal to the Inspector General of Police and the Interior Cabinet Secretary is not just about one man, it is about a system that must prove it values accountability as much as it values order. The confirmation that firearms have been recovered and handed over for forensic examination offers a measure of hope, but hope alone is not enough. Justice delayed or obscured only deepens wounds. This story teaches us several hard lessons. First, authority without accountability is dangerous. Institutions earn public trust not through uniforms or titles, but through transparent action and consequences when lines are crossed. Second, violence escalates quickly when emotions override discipline, especially in environments involving alcohol, crowds, and firearms. De-escalation is not a weakness, it is a skill that saves lives. Third, silence and fear cannot be the price of peace. Witnesses coming forward, families demanding answers, and independent investigations are essential to preserving the rule of law. Finally, Kevin Masiri's death reminds us that every statistic hides a human being, a son, a cousin, a friend whose life mattered. Justice, in this case, will not bring Kevin back, but it can honor his life by ensuring that the truth is uncovered and that those responsible are held to account. As investigations continue, the nation watches closely. What happens next will say a great deal about the value placed on human life, the integrity of public institutions, and whether painful lessons are truly learned or tragically repeated.